just step in their necks, constantly abuse them.
Peace, family. Normally we let the notifications go out, so we're gonna only give it 5 minutes this time to let those notifications go out, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to everybody that's coming in with us. Salute.
In the scriptures, there was a situation when Satan tried to tempt Yeshua on the mountaintop, and it probably went like this. First, I want to thank you for this interview that we arranged, and I hope that I can know that in you that's kind of strange. Please don't mind me if I'm reading off my notes, I'm not deranged, even though I know it's awkward like a marriage that's arranged. You got flow, but I got questions, dialogue will be exchanged. Actually address it to you so we all can see a range. What you want to say to me, just trying to get from A to Z. You call me from an agency that's known for a lot of flagrancy, but gracefully I got some very good intentions. Hopefully you can hear me out and listen. Faithfully I got a vision. This is my extension of my gratitude with suspension. An audition given to you with good attitude and pension. With pension? Damn right. I got so much money I could stuff it down a damn pipe. I got so much paper I could push it goddamn right. Pockets full of it and made it filthy rich and wide. I'm not the fishing type. You can't reel me in because my shit don't bite. If you try to deal, it's gonna be fist on sight. I'ma squeeze a pillow on your face real tight. I'ma bleed your tonsils while you piss in fright. I'ma be the one who really get your skin tan right. Blue discoloration just because your skin too light. You a violent one, but I bet $1 billion to make you bite your tongue. I got it for you in a suitcase just right by the gun. So if you try something, Mr. Nigga, won't be fun.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to be getting cranked up very shortly. Another 3 minutes. We are letting those notifications go out. Salute to everybody that's in the building with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Salute.
Yeah. It's enlightening. Harlem World. I'm the legend from the hut. Hey, ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey, ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Pulled up to the club, I'm talking to La Marina. My cousin Chucky Black is wavy, he in the Beamer. Mommy looking good, she see me, she with the peoples. And this is how entertainment, we moving like we the Beatles. I'm from Harlem, my ego is very lethal. This lady looked amazed, I'm talking to her people. Speaking all the system like a pimp to a Mac. I'm too successful for the lie, I'm speaking nothing but facts. Your booty is fat, but tell me, did you hustle? Can't f with stupid if your grind is on the struggle. Yeah, I know you love a fly that takes a stand. And I don't hustle for likes, it's word to Instagram. I'm in the tropics, beaches of Martinique. I really get to a bag, I practice on what I preach. Life is really a beach, I'ma have it my way. I own the sand and the beach, cause I'm really that way.
Salute to everybody that's coming in the building with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be getting cranked up in 2 minutes. We are letting those notifications go out. It's going to be a great broadcast today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great broadcast today. Keep it locked with Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thanking everybody for tapping in with us right here and now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, it's going down today. We're going to have that kind of conversation, but let's be very clear.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting into this thing today for Pat Talk number 24. My name is Chef Steve, and this is on their next podcast. And of course, we are tapping in with the Angry Black Man's Book Club, brought to you by Bloodline Films from the Soil, Black American docu-series, where we travel all around the country, breaking up the cultural cuisine, and of course, the Black American grassroots advocates in pursuit of reparative justice. And today's broadcast is always cooked up out of the community kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Pat Talk number 24. Was it worth the cheeks, ladies and gentlemen? Did you want to go up in there raw? Did she set you up for the failure? Do you believe in the Lord when he say wait? Wait until you find out. Or you burning like my man in this thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to take a brief commercial break and we're going to get right into this thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is on the next podcast, tapped in with the Angry Black Man's Book Club for Pat Talk number 24. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it locked with us.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world, relative to what our situation is. That you've got teachers, you got people that will just do stuff. If they find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
Can you hear me, family? Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen, loud and clear? I'm just testing this mic, see what it would look like for us in here, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? All right, I think we good now. I think we good. Peace to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. This is, okay, there's an echo. Let me see what's happening with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pat Talk number 24. I got brother Dr. Randy Short in the building right off the top. Brother Q from Let's Talk 2 in the building, ladies and gentlemen, right off top. I'm going to just try to figure out what the heck is going on. We got a couple breaking news right off the top, ladies and gentlemen. They just found Donald Trump guilty of all 34 counts, which is very interesting. But we want to get into this conversation. A lot of ladies are burning bridges, in a real way. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about this a touch. Hold on, let me see something, gentlemen. Pause 1 second. Is it still an echo, y'all? Is it still an echo coming from me? I should be good now. Q, am I good now on the mic?
Yeah, you sound good, bro.
Okay, we are back. All right, brother Dr. Randy Short, sir. Before we get into you two gentlemen, I want to go ahead and sound off to the family that's in the chat. go through our announcements for the Patriarch Summit coming up, and definitely let them know how they can support us. Was first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, salute to my sister Q to the scales. Salute, sister Quiet Scales. What's happening with you, sis? Let me see who else is up in here. Oh, we got some other folks in here. Latoya, sis. Latoya, I hope I'm saying your name right. But salute for tapping in with us. All right, who else is in the building? Ladies and gentlemen, well, you know we already got Brother Q in the building, but just on GP, gunshot for Q. And another gunshot, because we got the Honorable in here, off top, bright and early. They couldn't hold Dr. Short down this time. He in here early tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Gunshot for Dr. Short. And let me see who else is in here. Let me see. We got Twiz. Y'all coming in this one. Y'all want to have this conversation tonight, I see. Y'all in here early. Salute to Brother Twiz. I see we got the Negro in the building already. Salute to the Brother Negro in the building. Damn, y'all in here tonight. Oh, we got Cut the Check in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Cut the Check. So now we looking good. We looking good. Salute to the family. Couple announcements really quickly here, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed closer to our date, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Patriarch Summit, August the 24th, okay, is the day. We're looking to continue to bring more value to you at like the way we do, but in real life, okay? And we need your support, ladies and gentlemen, okay? You can definitely support us by hitting the Cash App. Got Brother Dr. Short's Cash App. You can hit his, all right? And you can also hit my Cash App. You got Brother Dr. Short, Dr. Randy Short. That is his Cash App. Okay, or you can hit my Cash App to help us bring this program to light, ladies and gentlemen. $ FTS49. It will be going down tentatively August the 24th at the Thurgood Marshall Center, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Thurgood Marshall Center. That's going to be a Saturday. So y'all start getting y'all tickets and everything together now. You know what I mean? Start getting all that stuff together now. We also are looking for a couple more speakers for the programming on that day. Okay, some good, solid, value-added people to the program. We do have a good barrage of folks already, which is phenomenal. But we could use it. I think we could use maybe two to three more for the remainder of the programming. Okay. So definitely reach out to myself or Brother Dr. Randy Short. The email is there, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen. Okay, let me show you that email one more time. WRandyShort, okay, WRandyShort@gmail.com, or you can reach one of my people at BloodlineFilmsTV@gmail.com for more details and how you can get involved with the program. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this damn thing. Did you get caught slipping? Ladies and gentlemen, did you get caught slipping? Was it worth the cheeks? Gotta ask that question. That booty was so fat that you didn't want to take the filling away. And now you look like my man here in the staff. You look like, dude, are you permanently damaged for the rest of your life? Do you get a buddy at least 4 to 5 times a month or a year coming up and saying, hey, how you doing? You remember me? Are you getting that buzz? Because she brought that thick thing around you, man. And I got to tell you, first and foremost, a lot of people will say, well, all the men are the ones that delivering all the STDs to the females and all this other shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the numbers don't lie. People lie, but numbers don't lie, right? And research, it can be flawed to some degree. However, the numbers are the numbers. And women, yeah, somebody gonna have to talk about this. Somebody, ladies, y'all gonna have to be honest about this. Okay, you're delivering the gift, as my brother Dr. Short says, the grift that keeps on giving. That coochie is doing a lot more than getting alimony. Okay, you're doing a lot more out here than that, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna have to have this conversation. You know, brother Dr. Randy Short, we're gonna go to him shortly, but I want to talk to the brothers. Salute to brother Q, brother Negro, and brother Twiz on the panel. What's happening with the fellas, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Glad everybody is joining us. Remember, support our channels. Absolutely. Very interesting topic, and I think that, like Chef C said, that this conversation is long overdue. And I think that I personally, from experience myself and talking to just a lot of guys in general, their approach to their future has been changed because of certain things that they've gone through. With whether it's a divorce situation or whether the child or children was used basically as a grift to get some money from somebody. I think that a lot of, well, we'll get into it. Let everybody else.
Brother Dr. Short, what say you, sir? I mean, I was gonna go around the panel and holler at the brothers, but Dr. Short, are you like brother Q, getting some of the horror stories from gentlemen out here being scarred for life, having dealt with some questionable women, brother Dr. Short?
Yeah, I just want everybody to know, if y'all can do us a favor, can somebody write and cuss StreamYard out?
That's a fact.
How could they cut my camera on and yet I didn't cut it on? My stream upload stuff, everything disappears. You have no upcoming streams or recordings. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Someone's, pardon my language, fucking with my StreamYard. And I would love some help for people to complain about it. This happens every show. I get everything, and then all of a sudden things disappear. Stuff shows up in YouTube that I can't find in StreamYard where I made it. I don't expect love. I don't expect it, but don't mess with my stuff. Don't make it all disappear and make it seem as if I can't type. I've been typing longer than the Asians running this damn platform have been living. And so literally I had a stream set up so I could get this out. And all of a sudden I had 2 pending streams. Now I have 0. Where'd it go? Now, if I go to my YouTube, it's going to show that it's going to have that show pending. And yet on StreamYard, where I created it and saved it, it's gone. It gets more strange. You know what I'm talking about, Chef C, which is why we have to support your high-tech brother. We absolutely need to be in a position where we don't give any of our money to people that hate us. Trust me, if there was a black service that's reliable that we knew about, I mean, I wouldn't have an issue. I pay these white devils, I could pay black devils.
That's a fact. That's a
fact. But this is just damn ridiculous that I took the time. So sometimes I may do this 4 or 5 times. If you wonder why I scramble, Chef C, the stuff disappears just as fast as I make it. So it doesn't matter how early I start or how late.
Right. Well, and you know what? Give me a second, brother Short. You know, when you said that, brother Short, and I want to apologize to the chat. Normally I sound off everybody. Y'all comments disappeared, family. The names that I hollered off was the only names that I saw. Y'all comments disappeared. See, this is the bullshit This is the problem. Even anyway, you know what? Listen,
and by the way, they're very concerned about the conviction tonight. The conviction. So if you're not for Biden, this is censorship.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed. I don't know. People always say to me, "Oh, you're famous." First and foremost, I like fortune. I don't like fame.
Correct.
You're famous. Everybody knows you. Everybody does not know me. Maybe more people know me than not. That I don't think. But I certainly know. This is wild that I can't talk to 50 people for something for which I pay a premium for. How does this happen every time? And it's trust me, I'm not trying to do anything. We're not up here talking about killing nobody.
No.
Right? These people genuinely they don't want. I'm looking at something right now. It's jumping off and on. I'm trying to put this on the 2 channels, and it's doing all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't somebody with AIDS or something like that doesn't want this to be shared.
Well, give me a second, brother Dr. Short. Let me put some respect on the rest of the people that's in the chat here. The family, salute to the family. Salute to brother Nico in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Gunshot for Nico. All right, who else? If you're in the building, sound off. They hide in the comments. They kicking us out. They doing all type of shit. Part of the family. Let me see who else in here. Salute to brother Claude in the building. Let me see who else is in here. If I missed you, let me see who else is in the building right now. You know, this is the shit. See, my brother Black Learn. See, this is the damn problem. Damn, man. Salute the brother Black Learn. Who else is in here? Let me see. Yeah. Salute Sister Carla in the building. Come on, Wolf. Don't sit there. Wolf, come through, Wolf. The Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, in the building. Salute the brother Lone Wolf. Come through, brother Wolf. We need you in here tonight. This is the one where you throw all the holy water on a heifer tonight. You throw holy water on a heifer tonight, sir. Let me see who else is in here. Damn, they doing us dirty, man. This is crazy.
No, they are doing dirty.
This is sad. This is fucking ridiculous.
This is absolutely crazy. And we need to understand the internet, all the stuff of the intelligence agencies. Okay, people can say what they want. This is all the intelligence, and they do to bother people. If you ever check your Facebook thing, they have people that monitor your account to make certain that you don't do or say certain things. Oh yes, they do.
They kicked me out of my Facebook the other day, so Facebook could go to hell.
Well, you know what? I've had my Facebook accounts all disappear with the exception of one. Or if it's hard to get in, keep proving that it's you. This is all to help. Let's be honest with what's going on here. These people want Biden to win.
Absolutely, and they know we're going to talk about it tonight.
They know that this is what they do not want people thinking, and what a lot of people here don't know is oh my, look at this idiot on here. There's some idiot on the platform, but we don't care about him. It's quiet scales. Get rid of him. Buy racists. Enjoy the fentanyl. And then there's this new thing that they have now that causes mass overdoses. While they spend time hating us, all the illegals that are coming in are bringing in drugs, and they want to give it to the highest seller, highest buyers. There's a whole community. We're going to see generations of people.
Yeah, let me say this, family. We need y'all to legitimately share this thing out. Legitimately like it and share it. We have been censored from the very beginning, and the closer we get to this election, they're andying up the censorship on us. Listen, let's be very clear. Each of our platforms will have way more subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, way more views. This is high censorship taking place. Okay, we really need y'all to share, like this out, subscribe, do what y'all need to do for real. Hold us down in that way because it's they kicking it up. So let me just go to the rest of the squad in here real quick, and then we're gonna go back to Brother Short. This is fucking annoying, man. I want Brother Negro. What it look like, Brother Negro? What's the word on the streets?
Well, I got a new Bible and I got a new Bible cover, so I'm very excited about that, you know. And word on the street today about today's topic. Holy smokes! Yeah, I see that. I've seen a lot of brothers that get scarred, not physically but mentally and psychologically and spiritually. You know, sometimes these women, bad women, they get all the attention, and sometimes the good sisters don't get the relationships that they deserve. You know, so I see that get played out too. You know, like the bad women get all the attention, and the bad guys get the attention, and it seems like the good people in the world, they don't really seem like they're not meeting up like that the way they should. I hope it happens, you know, because I want that to happen. I want to see more black families, you know,
Well,
but not like underneath these conditions.
Right, Brother Negro. And you know what? As we're looking at more of this nonsense increasing, we got women out here talking about eating ass, and then we wonder they out here eating ass. They going overseas to eat exotic ass. Okay, this is the wild shit that, man. Like, come on, man. You got chicks out here standing 10 toes down on gonorrhea, ladies and gentlemen. Standing 10 toes down on chlamydia/gonorrhea. This one right here. Huh? And then we wonder, then folks gonna come out here and say, oh, but women aren't the ones leading in charge with the whole STD thing. Well, listen, CDC thinks differently. CDC, them stats at the CDC say, nah, y'all out there on some real freak nasty shit. Huh? There's a lot of freak nasty going on, and Sexy Red ain't the only one that's doing it. She talked about 2 different cases. She done caught that thing burning. Got mad dudes out here. Got a couple dudes out here looking like this. Look at dude. Got a few guys out here looking bad. You know. So we
Talking about great balls of fire.
Bruh. So I mean, it's a situation, and you know, but I'm gonna go to Twiz, and then I'm gonna go back to the brother Dr. Short, because you know, Twiz, man, talk to me about this kerosene of heat, this fire coochie that's going on.
First and foremost, I got to give a shout out to the gentleman in the room. Shout out to you, Chef C, for putting together a masterclass of knowledge warriors. Shout out to you, Dr. Short. Shout out to you, Brother Q. You know what I'm saying? The Negro and the wolf in the building. Woo!
Definitely need the wolf up top on this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a real, how should I say, sensitive topic, for the simple fact a lot of people is not going to want to accept accountability for this. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know me. I was raised by a man, so I saw I could speak as man knowledge and everything that my dad told me. You know what I'm saying? And there's one thing about us men, we don't have an open wound that we have to keep clean. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the open wound that we have to bathe with all the time. So we already know who's transferring and who's passing on those, you know what I mean? Those VDs. But yet at the same time too, I hate to say this though, but sometimes we men are at fault. You know, thinking we're a dick.
Hold it. No. No, we're not doing that.
We
heard about
Yeah.
this for 40 years. We never, please don't do that today.
So
What I'm
it's
saying,
not OD.
what
So it's
I'm
not the
saying,
ODB
is
talk.
men.
Let Short get it off.
No,
Let Brother Short get it off.
no,
Where you gotta go, Brother
no,
Short? Set the
no,
tone
no, no,
today,
no, 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 no. We always talk about male accountability. We need to talk about this because it's not brought up. So you're off topic for today. I'm the star of the show. This is talking about when women do what we talk about what men do. We've long since condemned men. We talk about DL. We talk about black men that infect and impregnate. We do not talk about women that infect people. It doesn't come up. Please don't change the topic today. We talk about men all the time. We do not talk about women that do this. It's not talked about. And so don't defend that. These folks don't need your protection. We need to talk about this here and now. Everybody has to be accountable. And a lot of the women that get these infections and other things, they choose the worst of men and will drive a tractor trailer over a good man to get to a bad one. And then we get lectured as a collective for the rotten men that these folks choose to lay down with. And at the same time, I know folks, I now know people who are married who have wives who are cheating and coming back with STDs. And even when they go to court, having cheated on the husband and brought back a venereal disease, the court favors the woman. A woman can't victimize the man giving an STD. We don't talk about lesbians who have high rates of HIV/AIDS because we're still operating back in the age where women couldn't own property. The law is almost written as if women can't vote, women have no power, women have no influence. And there's a point where women got the total short end of the stick. A lot of that shit's changed. And the adjustment must follow and how we look at things. To do anything less than that is a betrayal. So on this platform, if I'm going to sit here, I'm going to talk about what ladies do. And the people I know, married people, Christian people, pastors, or ministers whose wives go out and trick on them. And you know whose fault it is? It's still his fault. And by the way, because you got to protect the reputation of the mother, the man can't tell the kids, your mother gave me an STD, but you see women all the time talking about the father. These are the kinds of things that we have to deal with in the culture. And you have to be man and woman enough in this new age to call things what they are.
That's a fact.
That's just real simple. I'm thinking about people. I will just start with the simple story. I am so angry with what's going on with StreamYard. It's beyond comprehension. But I'll give you a real simple story. Maybe about 20 years ago, I ran into a guy I went to junior high school with. I didn't know him well. I knew his younger sisters better. Saw him, hadn't seen him in years. So my thing was, greet the brother me. We went to school, right? She says, hey, man, how you doing? Long time. How are your sisters doing? And this guy told me, I don't have any sisters. I just, you don't know. I don't have no sisters. And that was the end of the conversation. I thought it was strange. I was going to fuss or argue. If he says he has no sisters, he has no sisters. Maybe about a year or so later, I ran across a person I'd been told was his sister. And not to gossip, because it's trying to figure out why was I told this if it wasn't, no one had to lie about a brother or sister. Saw the sister and said, I saw Cowboy the other day. Saw Cowboy. And I asked him how you and your other sister were doing, and he told me he didn't have any sisters. Yeah, but so I don't know. I didn't know he wasn't your brother.
Mm.
And she paused and she said, no, Cowboy's my brother. When did he tell you this? I says maybe about a year or so, 2 years maybe. You know what she said? That's too bad. He was gone by then. I says, gone? And the sister said, yeah, my brother's wife gave him AIDS and it destroyed his mind. And then he died. Now, what's interesting is you never hear these stories of women that infect men with AIDS. It is only the bisexual or the whore black man that infects everybody. All the black women being virtuous, being good moms, loving everybody, bullshit. And the black dude with the dirty dick dripping with disease, just hurting all of these virtuous, lovable, wife material black women that just want a man to settle down with and form a family. It is a lie from white supremacists, and a lot of black women hide behind it. And a lot of black people, because we men protect, like what you just did, Twizzle, was misplaced compassion. We protect our women even in the wrong, and we need to stop doing it. They've got to be on code and be doing the right thing and in cooperation with us, not just get killed or shot up or do a frontal assault on some garbage. It's absolutely wrong. So Cowboy is dead. And there are other people who are dead. I know 2 close friends who've gone through divorces whose wives were cheating, who come back with STDs and then accuse the husband that they don't sleep with for giving them the STD. And they prevail in court and take the person's money. This is insanity. And I don't give 2 damns about any woman that doesn't like what I'm saying. Wrong is wrong, whether you have a pussy or you have a dick. You know, so there are a lot of people. There are guys who get put in jail, who don't screw everyone in jail, come back and get infected with AIDS from the woman that they love.
Oh no.
And people don't talk about it. Well, at least she hung in there with me. No, she didn't hang in there with you. And this isn't discussed. Okay, I've seen white women who had VD, who felt, since they're more valuable than black women and that black men are just natural whores, which is that is the accountability part of black men. White women target black men to go out with and then give the black men diseases. I've seen this in college. And you know what's interesting? I have to say this about black men. And this part of the reason that we don't hear about it. There are a lot of black men, they're so proud that they're getting pussy. Having a VD doesn't bother them. Now that's part of why the sign, man, that was some good pussy, right? But you know, but they're guys who are so happy to be sexually active, they don't care whether a woman has VD or not. We have an element in our community that is incredibly filthy, nasty, dirty, diseased, and degenerate, and quite comfortable with it, and it's not new. If I can point you to one of the novels, and I may have to look it up, by Richard Wright. And Richard Wright, in one of his novels, he talks about meeting this girl, and the father wants him to marry his daughter, but his daughter has syphilis. And so we have had this situation of folks having venereal disease and it not being treated. And by the way, I'm going to add something. This whole situation, there's been an explosion in venereal disease throughout America for the last 10, 15 years. Every year, the rate of venereal disease goes higher every year. And there's the CDC puts this information out. But because there's an alliance between feminists and the radical sodomite movement in order to protect women so they have as much freedom as men, and the gays who don't feel guilty when you talk about AIDS, it makes them feel bad. So the public is not being educated by people who are against family and order. Okay, and there's a whole subversive thing going on here, people. And yes, I blame the women because you didn't have this trans stuff when you had men running the families. The people that are most confused about sex in this country are children being raised by single women, primarily female. You got all this confusion, and the women are just woman's power, woman's intuition, my ass. All of this confusion is being brought to us by women out of order. This is matriarchy, all this disease that we got out here. And it's shameful. It's shameful. And it's shameful that we've got men out here who try too hard to only look at when men do wrong and when women do wrong. Like the rate of HIV/AIDS is very high among lesbian women. A lot of dudes see lesbians as basically spare pussy because there are a lot of lesbians that like dick, but they don't like men. Sort of like Diddy sees pussy as a garnish. They may like the orifice, but not like the group of people that had that orifice. This is how you get all this. And so you now, not only that, you have an explosion in mothers with syphilis in places like Mississippi, Memphis, Atlanta, Miami. Little Rock, Chicago. The rates of syphilis and stuff has been high for decades. And we don't talk about it. One, because of women's feelings. Motherfuck how women feel. Part of being a man is ignoring some of the silly shit that women are on. If you pander to everything that women feel, damn it, you'll have complete confusion. Pandering to what women feel has brought us trans. And the same women that bitch about, you could be a man, a woman, and you could be all this kind of stuff, are the first ones to be upset when they have all these confused, sick guys in women's sports, or when they're victimized by a man calling himself a woman who's violent and acts out like women can. And when he beats or stabs a woman like this guy did up in Massachusetts, it's not dealt with as serious as it would be if a man attacked a woman. This has been brought to us by the goddamn feminist movement that a lot of women passively or directly support. Feminism has to go. It's at the core of this insanity.
Well, I will say this, brother Dr. Short. Well, listen, hold on. I got to hear from my brother Twiz. Twiz, man, listen, man. Talk to me about this, man. This is an epidemic, sir. This is an epidemic.
Yeah. And just to be clear, Dr. Short, I wasn't getting on men. I was just speaking on accountability. So I'm totally on code. And
cool. We always talk about men accountability. It's the women that don't talk about accountability.
Accountability bounce both ways. Accountability is a ball that bounce both ways. You know what I'm saying?
We're always going to get to men being accountable. That's what being a patriarch is. It's never going to be a point where we don't call men out. The problem in our culture is that we do not call women out. And it's a deflection. Whites do that. When you confront them about racism, they talk about black on black crime. Wherein it is a problem and it is wrong, it's not dealing with the larger evil of white supremacy in the system. We need to not deflect. When I talk to black folks about stuff, they'll say something else. Like, I'll say, we have a drug problem. I'll say, whites use drugs too. No, I'm talking about black people using dope. It isn't that other people don't use it. That's part of this lineage-based thing that Negro and other people are talking about, is specifically being able to laser focus in on where we have a problem. And in this instance, we're trying to get the women on code. And I have other stories, like the white girl at the University of Virginia who had herpes, who who was sleeping with all the black athletes. And the black athletes felt they were so lucky to have sex with a white woman at a Southern school. Then they passed the herpes that they to black females. I mean, it's just, and nobody complained because it was white pussy. And so yeah, that's black. But people targeted black men, and there are a lot of black men out here that are sterile from chlamydia and from other things, pelvic inflammatory disease. They're being sterilized. And so a woman that knows, I'm thinking of a gentleman that I went to school with, again, at that great University of Virginia. I'll say the woman's name. Hi, bitch. Her name is Donna. Donna at the University of Virginia. You're light skinned. I think you're a Delta Sigma Theta. I won't say the guy's name. He's a victim. And I always would say to my friend, you mean she just comes
hold on, Short. Run that back again.
I can't stop laughing right now.
I like
what he said. Hi, bitch.
Say that shit again, Short. He ran the Karen play heavy with that one just now. So, what was the villain's name, Brother Short?
The sister's name. Her name is Donna, and I believe she's a Divine Nine.
Okay.
I believe that she's a Delta.
And don't say the victim. Don't say the victim's name.
But I do know that the victim was Greek too.
Well, maybe that name need to get dropped. Maybe reconsider that name being dropped now.
No, I'm not going to
Divine Swan.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I didn't give the host last name. But if y'all know someone that was named Donna that was in grad school at UVA in the early 90s, she had a very dangerous, potent strain of chlamydia. And the stuff she had was so strong, it would attack the optic nerves in the eyes. Somebody, the man that I knew, I remember saying to him, wait a minute, that's not your girlfriend. You don't love her. And y'all just screw. She comes through, she takes you out, and it's okay. And he told me it was all right. And it was okay. And I says, man, there's a secret she's got that she's not telling you. There's something she knows. I mean, if she really likes you, she's going to have an issue with you boinking her, porking her, and you not wanting to be with her. That's not the way it goes. She's going to want you to be her man. I mean, otherwise, she's getting over on you, although you think free pussy is free. Pussy always has a price tag. I repeat, pussy is a first home business. Every woman knows it. Every female that comes of age has a home business, a pussy stand. And how they leverage and use and market it is left to them. You can do the long plan, which is a wedding ring, so forth, whatever. Or, you can do fans only, but every woman has a sexual home business. Every
Dr. Short. And they think they can conquer the world with that pussy too.
Well, with black men, they pretty much have, because black men are so weak and silly. And then they get mad that when you make a woman think she rules the world because she has a vagina, even if the thing is bombed out, like the old MacArthur Boulevard towards the north end, you know what I'm talking about, Twizzle. When you tell someone, even with busted haysack cooch, that everybody should worship you, we're the only group of men that encourage the women to be immodest and shameless because they've got some form. You don't do this other places. Even as trampy as a lot of Karens are, and Karens basically until recently, they were the top of the heap in terms of nasty and what you could do with them. I mean, I think these pork chop feminists are basically trying to play catch up. They're almost there. Pretty soon we're going to have, I think Sexy Red is competing with Madonna. It's going to take us some time to be as nasty as Madonna. But Madonna pushed the envelope. Sexy Red, Lizzo, if you put a couple of the sisters together, they'll be approaching Madonna, but Madonna represents the old thing with like the Karens were like the sluttiest women of all. But this new pork chop feminist black woman is just completely amoral. She's nothing like the black woman of old. And we need to go back to what we once had. But anyway, I just want to say about this dude that was smashing Donna. And I said, man, well, I don't see you screwing anyone. I says, it's true. I says, but you also don't see me with the venereal disease. Oh, man, you always talk about VD. I says, man, because there are a lot of people out here with VD, especially here at UVA. I wouldn't want to be one. I hope you're not. Says, you need to check her out. Have you tested her? Man, she's all right. She's all right. I says, okay, I don't think so. I think she's got a secret she hasn't told you. I says, when you've been harmed by it, we can talk then. I stopped going to UVA, got the hell out of there because it was rough and discrimination and so forth. I get a letter from dude a couple years later, maybe a year or two later, and he explains how stupid he was, felt bad for him, and he was having difficulty doing his academic work. And he literally was thinking about dropping out of school and this, that, and the other. And ultimately, he went to see a doctor. And the doctor basically explained to him, the reason that you're having problems reading all this stuff is that you have a very powerful and rare strain of, I believe, something that's like chlamydia. And it was blinding him. Said, had you not come along, you would have been blinded and possibly had other problems. He had to take time out of school to recover, to get vision back from what that lady passed him. I'm certain that they don't talk anymore. There are people that do these things. There are women that do this, and it's more than a few. And they think it's cute or it's funny or it's revenge on men.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and white women do it. I'll give you one more story and I'll stop. I'll go back to 2009, 2009, when I was living in Tennessee. There was a presentable white female with the kind of trashy family that moved next door to us. And the ladies eyeball me. I'm not even trying to buy. I'm not running after white females. I'm not mad at white females. It's just not running after them. And my stupid ass god brother, man, she likes you. Why don't you like her? And of course, it's a white woman and it's pussy and it's a self-hating black man. So these people want to put me in front of a firing squad for not trying to get this white pussy. And I said to him, sir, if you want to get the VD that she has, be my guest. She is not going to infect me. She can tell I'm different from you, Dwayne. I'm a special black man. She wants to infect me because I'm different from somebody like you. However, I don't care. I don't want her. Enjoy her. Get the disease. I said, your stupid ass will be in the clinic if you screw her. And I promise to laugh in your face and mock you. Fuck her. Be my guest. But don't talk to me about that disease racist bitch that's next door. Oh, man, that's just a cop-out. There's certain black men, you know what? That's why so many black men are infected. That's just a cop-out, man. I mean, I think you're afraid of her. He says, yeah, I'm afraid of her VD. Oh, man, we're back in this one. Anyway, about 2 to 3 weeks later, I'm working in the garden. I look on the ground. It was very strange. It was a letter, sealed, face down. So you saw the backside of the envelope. And so I picked it up, and it was from the Jackson, Tennessee clinic, public health clinic. And I said, you know what? This is this VD shit I told these niggas about. That this white bitch thought she's gonna give to me. Let me go in and embarrass Dwayne and show his stupid ass that every pussy isn't a pussy you need to dip in, even if it's white. So I go in to to show Granny, my adopted grandmother from Huff, who's from Jackson but moved to Cleveland, Ohio. And when I showed her the letter, she says, Ron, boy, where'd you find that? Did you go in there mail? Ron, you don't need to do that to prove a point. I says, no, Granny, I didn't go in there mail. So that bitch dropped that and left it there, hoping the wind would blow that shit away. And it didn't, because we watered the garden, and the water kept the letter from moving. As I says, you know, and I know, this is a VD letter. I says, now tell your stupid blood son I was right. In fact, please screw her now that I've confirmed that she has VD. I just don't know what kind. And dude left the house in a huff. And so she says, Ron, you gotta deliver this letter to their house. So I had to take the VD letter to their house and hand it to her crackified father. He didn't like me, so you have to understand that the irony of a VD letter from the city being handed to him by the black dude that he saw as an uppity northern Negro. They were so embarrassed because what had happened was there were all of these people, black men in particular, that were getting VD from this white female. They moved suddenly to cover up for her love canal. You know, love canal is a toxic waste dump in New York where all the people in it. And I've seen other cases of this. And like I said, yes, they target people. There are ladies out there that are mad, that want to hurt somebody. They do it. They do it all the time. They don't choose to treat it. And there are men that do it too, but this goes on.
Well, I will say this. I'll say this, brother Dr. Short. Well, first and foremost, let me do this. I need to go back to Twiz, but we got some of the family that I didn't see in here before. Again, y'all be sliding in here. Pause. Salute though. We got salute. We got Tim. We got the ultimate in the building. Salute the brother Tim in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Tim. Who else we got up in here? Let me see my in the building. Salute. Tight in the building. We got Sister. I think I saw my Sister Star. There we go. Sister Star. Salute, Sister Star.
Thank you, Sister Star. Now, she's the real gift that keeps on giving. She and Quiet Scales and all the other people. Wow.
Hold on. Let me see who else in here. Let me see who else I might have missed in here. If I missed your sound off in the chat. Salute to my brother, Next Level in this. Salute, Next Level. Salute. Let me see who else is in here that I might have missed. Nah, we good now. I think we're up to snuff. But brother Twizzle, you were saying something, sir. And then I want to go to Q because he got this stat board on the screen. And I'm sure that's going to give us some context to really get some understanding of what's really shaking out there in the wild streets. Twiz, you got the flow.
Okay, all good. I pass my time to Brother Q because I'm kind of curious about this stat board too. So go ahead, Brother Q.
All right, Q, you
yeah, the article is basically a 3-year study that was done in the percentile of women who tested for STD or SID over the percentile of their counterparts, black men, black women, and black men. I put the article, the article and website in the chat for those that need to research it. And when we have these type of discussions, and it's good that we're having this discussion, people may laugh at the jokes because it is humor in it. But the irony is that most of these people that do these studies are black women calling out other black women. And like Dr. Short said, this type of information is being suppressed for a reason. One of the sisters, when I was looking at it, one of the sisters even explained that, and that did the research. She said that a lot of black women don't want to give up the information. of where they got where they was at, because a lot of times, unfortunately, it comes from outside of the union or outside of the relationship that they're dealing with. She said that in some studies, the men were more forthcoming, saying, I got it from my lady, or I got this situation because I stepped out. The women wasn't forthcoming, because what happens, I seen, and I'm quite sure you guys seen it, that letter that Dr. Short had got for the girl that he seen. A lot of times when it's a situation, the Board of Health will literally come looking for you, put your picture up in the store and come looking for you, because they like to chart and like to keep up with these type of things, because you could have something that could be so deadly, a strain or whatever.
You got to echo, Brother Short. We're going to mute your mic until you speak.
Where, so I always try to tell everybody, including myself, that the research is there, the statistics is there, the site is on the page, that we need to really look at this. We need to really look at this, how because she was brought up sexy red and the Sukihana, the glorification of sex and people being hypersexual with these STDs and what's going on in our community. And to sit here and act like it's not an issue, that's the crime. That's the crime.
And you know what? But you know what, Brother Q? I'm gonna back you up right now. Pause. Let me bring up what I need to bring up for you, because they're acting like it's a funny thing. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and key and all that fly shit. I'm gonna bring this up though. We're gonna make it make sense then. We're gonna make it make sense today, y'all. This is on this clip y'all about to see is from Lip Service. Okay. And they had your girl Sukihana on there, you raggedy ass Angela Yee, fake ass Tiger Wood female version. Okay. Got her up here. Now let's play this clip though, y'all. This is the raggedy shit, and everybody up there is just laughing. You know what? Fuck that. Fair use. I'm gonna say fair use. If they pull it, I ain't been monetized ever anyway, so who gives a fuck? All right, so let's play this thing here. Let's play this. Peep this, what the raggedy says.
Craziest thing I ever said in the song is a lyric I said, damn, this nigga burn me, pussy smoking like a seed. What the? It's real life. They act like this shit is not going on in the world.
Yeah. Right, but women, it's the no sugarcoating anything about nothing for me. Like, I love it. The realness.
That's how it gotta be. That's the truth.
That's what
you see that tragic mulatto, that yellow bone? The realness. I love it. Degeneracy, promotion. Your sister girls is doing.
And what is more scary is that she's with, from her age, she's with elder women, not elders, but she's with elder women who are not giving her no pushback on basically, etiquette, having some type of proof. You wouldn't even talk about your vagina health in public like this. But this is where we're at, and for these older women than her, not to be checking her, like I said, that's the crime. That's the real sad part.
That's been the crime.
Even for anybody like you, we have to. Goes back to Lone Wolf with these caucuses again.
Yeah. We need a wolf understanding in here, because
we have to get to a point where this type of craziness, definitely in public, needs to be outed.
Right.
Because nobody's saying nothing. I mean, I'm quite sure the women in the chat, the YZ sisters in the chat, as Dr. Short would say, they should feel uncomfortable even listening to that.
It's cringeworthy. It's absolutely cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And again, the vetting, being able to vet a good man could never happen from these type of chicks. A lot of them are still single, right? Being able to identify a solid guy. So then who's if you can't identify the solid guy, you more than likely may have fucked the same type of people that has had sex with this person, and you could be the deliverer, more than likely. according to the stats from CDC. You know, these older women on it sitting up there are the ones who more than likely gave it to your girl, Sexy Red.
Can I interject something here?
Go ahead, sir.
Because, this brother mentioned elders. Do people know that the rates for venereal disease, gonorrhea, and syphilis is skyrocketing among geriatric AIDS and geriatric STDs because these old people are screwing the orderlies and staff and assisted living and senior centers, that they're still boinking and they're screwing younger people and getting the diseases. It's throughout senior dwellings nationally.
Hey, Dr. Short,
work with me. Somebody work with me.
And they really be busy during the first and third of the month.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when the checks come in, that's when the girls is running around rampant in those places.
Yeah.
Dr. Short, I know a pure case of that right now. I know a pure case of that, of a young woman working in a nursing home taking advantage of a 70-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you're talking about. My little sister got a friend that's doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? So you spoke on what you're speaking on is pure facts because it's happening right now. And as young people say, receipts, that's an invoice right there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Dr. Short, what you were saying with this venereal stuff out here in California, I'm gonna let you go, but they're saying they have a new strand of chlamydia to where a person can just shake your hand and you can get it. Like if you go to the bathroom behind somebody, you can get it just by going behind the bathroom of somebody right now. It's a new form of chlamydia that they're saying that out here.
You can get hepatitis C from a handshake. We had students with hepatitis C. Well, how do we take their papers and such? In reality, like I said, what is the answer? Godly living. That's the answer. A pimp whore culture will have lots of STDs. We'll have lots of bastards, all of this. That's what you get with what is being perpetuated in our culture. It is genocide. It is slow genocide. You're killing the babies. You're sterilizing people. You're infecting people. A whole lot of these black women that die in childbirth, some of them have something. That's why they're having complications having the baby. We don't talk about that.
Oh, we
don't talk about folks who look like they had a shotgun blast their fallopian tube because you've had so many tubal pregnancies because you've had all these abortions. In reality, there's a broken covenant in what people are supposed to do with their bodies. You know, your bodies are a temple, says the Bible. We've treated it like it's a urinal, like it's a glory hole, like it's a garbage can. What's wrong with us?
Shout out to Bismarck. He said, Bismarck said cemetery wombs.
Well, hey, they say man born woman. They say man born by a woman should be stoned for the rest of his days. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. But you know what? Let's play the rest of this, ladies and gentlemen. So we get this is what the leadership is supposed to be right here, right? With the young girl on the couch talking about how she done busted down a few times. Let's play this though.
I want to be when I grow up.
Let's go.
Free.
So
no,
free
that's
like
how I
that.
am. Like,
remember old Dirty Bastard? He was
it.
like, I got burnt by gonorrhea twice.
No, I ain't never had. I had chlamydia before though twice.
Okay,
but I ain't never had.
that's the most
She
pretty
probably
common.
still
Yeah,
has.
it's very common.
This what happened. Me and my nigga was together, and we broke up because he was cheating on me. So then we broke up. Then I went and did me. Then he did him, and then we missed each other. Came back together.
Something went right.
We both was like, "What the fuck is this smell?"
Oh shit!
But check this out, gentlemen. What I want y'all to pay attention to what they say closer to the end of this clip. This is the main thing y'all need to pay attention to. Let's play the rest of this.
What's going on? So then we both went to the doctor. Yeah, went to the doctor
Yeah.
together. And then we both was like, "Well, you fuck two people," and he like, "You fuck two people too." I'm like, well, "We don't know who did it. We still don't know."
Did y'all
who
call
did
the people that y'all was with and let them know that something went right?
I think I know who did it, but I'm gonna blame my baby daddy though.
Yeah, blame him.
Y'all heard that?
I really appreciate that cut. That's basically the pork chop mindset.
That's
Blame
exactly.
the one you're with. And alongside all these STDs are the children by all these different dudes. The indiscriminate behavior.
Please.
If this is women's liberation, we don't need it.
Hold on. We got a sister just joining the stage. Sister Goddess M, one of the Wazi sis. Sis, how are you up to speed with the program, sis? Talk to us, sis.
No, because I'm calling you all from work, so I need to be brought to speed.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Marinate for a second, sis. We gonna bring you up. We're gonna bring you up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you up to speed. Basically, we just played this sexy red clip. I'm gonna put you on mute for a second because we got echoes. But we just played this sexy red clip. Salute to the over 60 plus in the building. Hold on, let me put him on mute too. Pardon me, brother Shaw. I gotta put you on mute. We got echoes. Now, fuck, y'all killing me, man. Listen, first and foremost, we are dealing with a culture that is promoted through the silence of the elders, quote unquote, for lack of better words, in this scenario, right? And
you mean the collusion of the elders? These sisters, these older women wish that they could be hoes like these young women are, and therefore don't correct them. No, that's what's really happening. They're actively encouraging it. I wish I could screw 4 or 5 or 6 guys now it's coming up. These old hoes are jealous of young hoes.
Say it again. Say it again.
Old hoes are jealous of young hoes.
Let's spin it back.
Old hoes had to get married to the dude they got impregnated by or whatever. They look at these young girls mad. You get to screw all, and you still got, oh girl, you got. They actually love what they see.
Well, you know what, brother Short? Let's spin it back for those. I see we got over 70 plus in here. Sister M, we got our sister M in the building. This is the part I want you to catch it right here. So peep this.
We both was like, what the fuck is this smell?
Oh shit.
Like, ugh, what's going on?
Now again, this quote unquote sexy red is the youngest in that room. Let's make sure we got an understanding of that. She's the youngest in that entire room, sitting around a bunch of dried up hoes who done got passed around. Nobody cuffed properly. Nobody's cuffed in there. All right. So I just want to make sure we got that on the table. But let's play this.
So then we both went to the doctor. Yeah, we went to the doctor together. And then we both was like, well, you fuck 2 people. And he like, you fuck 2 people too. I'm like, well, we don't know who did it.
Damn.
We still don't know.
Did y'all call the people that y'all was with and let them know that something went right?
I think I know who did it. But I blame him.
So I want to stop right there. She asked her a very specific question that was not answered. Did you call the people that y'all had sex with and let them know what was going on? Neither one of them. So then we wonder how it gets spread, right? And then you got the senior citizens on the couch clapping her up. Yeah, girl, you passing that thing on. You doing your thing. I respect it. That's real, what the other chick said.
The real thing is that men always got to do it. Now it's women's turn to spread disease, to catch up with the patriarchy.
So, my sister M, you got the floor. Talk to us, sis.
Indeed, how utterly disgusting. The blind leading the blind. And as you guys were saying, oh hoes, ladies, I'm speaking to you out here.
Yeah.
When our men are addressing this filth and blight on our lineage, it does not apply to you if you are on code and have morals and carry yourself as the way a lady should. But if you're out here swinging from pole to pole and literally from pole to pole in third legs, then the shoe fits. And that applies to these dusty Negroes too. Just out here literally spraying fire everywhere. Hoses all on fire. Hoses and caves on fire. And backdraft building up body counts. I mean, it's such a disgrace when you have them out here doing this. And they know better. They know better because you're taught sexual education. Even if you're not taught it at home, you're at least taught it in schools. And let me not get on that because Lord have mercy what they're teaching in schools these days. Gender anyone?
Shout out to Sister M coming through the Wazzy, sis. Again, old hoes trying to live vicariously through young hoes. And the shit and the cycle just keeps going. Salute to Brother Black Laren stepping on the stage. Now, this is one of the younger brothers right here that's coming on the stage. You know, Brother Black Laren, there's a sexy red out there waiting for you, fam. And she being coached up by the old heads to get you down bad, Brother Black Laren. What's on your mind with this, brother? Are you up to speed with the conversation, sir? Brother Black Laren.
You know what a chick that could have. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, sir. You got the flow.
Yeah, so you know you know the type of chicks that could have these diseases by the way they present themselves. They're not, they're dingy, don't look right. But I actually got college by a pork chop feminist, a white chick in my African American studies class. So that's the story that I might get into later. But it's out here, and us brothers, we really got to watch the white women because those are the type of women that you won't, but they got it.
Facts, brother.
Brother Black Laren coming through. Salute the brother.
I'll let my plane there.
They gonna get you, Black Laren, man. Keep ducking and ducking, man. Duck as long as you can pause, as long as you can, fam, because they coming. They like the young fly cats, Brother Black Laren. So they gonna get you, man. And this ain't. See, here's the problem, and a lot of people just don't talk about it. White women and white men have had their little gripe for years, and that white girl, we're gonna keep it 100. That white girl has always been jealous of the white dude being able to get some black coochie from here and there. So she's like, hey, we in this thing together. Why can't I go get some bed buck from time to time? I want some bed buck. You get to do it. And when he saw her going to get that thing, he said, oh, kill the witch, burn the witch. That's what he did. Got her up out of here.
He said lynch the nigger. He didn't burn the witch because white supremacy is a mom and pop operation. Dumb black dudes who think with their dicks think that white supremacy is just white men. And also black women who think that they somehow have a special in with white women because they have vaginas in common, that they're somehow allies. But white supremacy is a mom and pop situation. And Black American freedom has been mom and pop. And everything is mom and pop that ever was.
Well, I'll tell you what, sir. Salem witch trials.
Agreed.
When you look at the situation with the Salem witch trials, there was some witches getting some long stroking, and
They were getting white long stroking, not black.
At the cross, they was getting rotisserie. That's what they was getting.
No, he had them on a rotisserie.
That's what I'm talking about. He got them on a rotisserie.
Can you imagine someone on a rotisserie with their tongue out and they're reeling the women around?
Right. Now,
the Salem witch trials.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm saying here. We are looking at a situation, you got to ask yourselves. Well, it's not even about asking yourselves. this is the evidence right here. This clip is the evidence, y'all. Who's the one passing it? And when you got a bunch of old hags saying, "You go, girl," to the young John, that tell you everything you need to know. It's not.
And let me add.
Go ahead, brother.
Sorry about that. Yeah, let me add what she told me when I found out. And initially, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. My thing was burning, and I thought it was just because I was eating a lot of garlic and onions. You know, things with a little bit more acidity. Then I was like, nah, this ain't right. So I went to the school council.
That wasn't no garlic, nephew.
Fire.
She got
that wasn't no garlic. That wasn't no garlic or jalapenos, nephew. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you dipped in some lava. Hey, you done dipped in some lava, man. You know what I'm saying? Not even a bucket of ice cream to cool that thing down.
Got me yearning, got me burning.
Hey, you make American pie look black, man. You make American pie look black. But nephew, it happened to all of us, nephew. Don't feel bad. It happened to all of us, man.
For sure.
Hey, it happened to all of us, nephew. Don't feel bad, man. When I was growing up, my dad used to always he used to always warn me about some shit called bullhead clap. You know, my dad used to always say, "Boy, be careful, boy, because them women out there so nasty. You'll get that bullhead clap and you'll be done."
Oh, hey, Chef.
Well, these Negroes are just as nasty, so let's spread the blame evenly because they're both out here doing it.
That's right. And sister, Mawazi, remember the Ohio players who were all hoes? Now, now we want to fire.
Woo, 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 woo.
The way you walk and talk really send me on and move along.
Now.
Yes, it does. Okay, and so what? Fire. I mean, but you know, and let me tell you something. We're only talking about the vagina. But now these days, as we glorify the lowly asshole has now climbed to the pinnacle.
Exactly.
So now we've got all this anal cancer and see, that's something that a woman, unless she's using a sex toy, she had to get from a dude, at least initially, unless it's a stud that's got in her mouth.
Listen, they eat ass now, brother. Brother Short, they are eating ass nowadays, sir.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, like it's a bucket of chicken.
But not only that sounds like a bunch of fudge packing too. That sounds like a bunch of fudge packing.
I'm saying that, but remember, Farrah Fawcett got that cancer up her ass. So a lot of people are getting cancer in the behind because now this new sexuality has made the anus a new vagina. There are even women I know who just insist that dudes boink them in the behind. These women, they've gone from being wide receivers to tight ends. You know, what is going on?
Indeed, Dr. Short, and I'll do you one better. Not only are they doing the Hershey Highway out here and peanut butter squats, they are also, you know what I'm saying, because they're messing with all these down low men, as well as even some of these women are stooping as low as knowing that these men are bisexual and are gay and love chasing after them just
but the women
to say that they are under.
The women are bisexual too. Look.
Indeed. Oh yes.
So look, a whole lot of women. So I had a woman, one of my dear sisters who's got Ghanaian parents, was complaining to me about all the gay women here in DC. I mean, this is carpet munching central. You know what I'm saying? And
indeed.
There's so much carpet munched here. I'm surprised anybody has problems with cavities because everybody's teeth should be flossed many times over.
Very flossed.
When I see a woman in a dental office, I think she might be straight.
Shag rug specialty, especially hell. Look at all your athletic teams.
And, oh my God, the women basketball players.
Dr. Short, you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
plenty of
They getting automatic
heterosexual
flossing.
women,
They
but
getting
they are forced and bullied into being corporate munchers or ostracized or pushed out the game.
But they do that in the divine swine. Lesbians are in the army. These pseudo alpha females are everywhere, and now I'm going to jump in black men's asses.
Pause.
I'm so sick and tired of black men. So sick and tired of pathetic black men celebrating unfeminine black women. And also celebrating lesbianism, because they figure, you know what, you could screw a lesbian, she's not going to ask you to marry her. So
Speak on it, Doc. Wake it up.
Black men are the biggest incubators of this despicable behavior by not setting standards, by not being against, by treating every pussy as if it's sacred. It may started out that way, but it's like driving a car off the lot. Now, if you smash the windshield and take out the catalytic converter, who's going to really want that car? So, but I'm telling you, these brothers celebrate studs, celebrate them. And that whole bunch of dudes who think being a human dildo to a woman is a relationship. And see, these studs a lot of studs mess with men. You can be a dick in their life, but you cannot be a man in their life. And so a lot of studs have venereal disease because they're very promiscuous. They run through a lot of women. They run through a lot of men. They go back and forth. I used to see this where woman 1 week, if the man does everything she says, she's in love with men. If even one thing happens that makes her mad, she's with women. Go back and forth, pinging, trying to just get. These women go back and forth. And by the way, so to me, it is a choice. It is a choice. So we have to stop celebrating studs. They're the ones in the schools fucking up the kids. They're the ones in the Child and Family Services. The studs are a subversive fifth column destroying Black America. And in fact, they should be as reviled as a fruit booty male. As long as we only get upset if it's a male with the fruit booty. But a stud can walk around literally with pubic hair embedded in her tongue, and people say, well, she's all right. It's ridiculous. It's like that's a grinder. I wish she had stayed in Russia. I wish Putin would come to America and take all of our studs away, take all their asses to Russia. Since they want to be men, let them do manly work and pretend like they don't have a monster and don't give them feminine products. Just let them
Doc,
be men. Try
Doc,
it.
if I may interject for a moment, because I have to, get back in here and do what I do. I will say this. When we were talking about all the anal activity and the fact that when they allow that to happen, men literally prostates literally gets rubber bandized. They don't understand that they will be wearing diapers, and the women vaginal area, they totally prolapse, like totally drop out of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to
And
be
do you know
careful
that they can't treat a women who get their sphincter muscle blown out? They're more likely to die if they try to do surgery to tighten it up. You know that song, doing the tighten up, right, by the Dells. Well, it's harder to tighten up a woman's asshole than a man's.
You're gonna have to leave all my favorite songs alone.
Okay, well, no, I'm just trying to have fun with stuff. Look, what happens, sister, is that the women can die from the anal sex more so than men. And then the other thing is that the other thing that's really terrible is that, well, actually, let's talk about the good thing. The good thing
unclean, period.
If we decide anybody that's trying to make some money, you want to do a safe investment where you're going to see your stock dividends, invest in Depends, because there are so many people getting their asses blown out that there's going to be, you'll always make, your stock is probably splitting like their assholes every other week. Investing depends as long as the society is in this downward spiral. But I'm going to say something else about assholes.
Balls.
And people need to understand that just at the same time that COVID was coming out, early 2020, when they started talking about it, they were beginning to talk about anal cancer in the Black community. And then all of a sudden they stopped. They stopped in about February of 2020. For all the dumbass Black men out there that think that their ass is going to ever compete with a pussy, that's like thinking a turtle would be able to outrun Jesse Owens in the Olympics. But, you know, the turtle can try. It may make it around the track. Look, Black men are more likely to die from having cancer up the ass than any group of people. Black women come second. We're more likely to die if we engage in that kind of sex than other people. I don't know if it's because Black men have bigger dicks and tear bigger holes with it, but I think we're the original people, and our bodies are made differently where we're less oriented physically to be able to do that. And other people who are, how can I say, 2.0s or whatever of us, it's easier. White women have a greater chance of survival of the anal cancer than Black men or Black women, or Latino men or Latino women. And white men, of course, they probably work hard to save them. This stuff is deadly, and people are dying. And there is a septic gonorrhea that's down south. It's been around at least 8 to 10 years. You get this gonorrhea, you're gone in a week. A lot of the people that you see dropping dead as young people, it's not necessarily the jab. I believe some of it is that gonorrhea. It comes suddenly, and you can be gone in 2 days.
You know where it came from, Dr. Short? Our soldiers inhabit that when they were in the Korean, when they was over there in Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made its way
Mm-hmm.
openly into the population now. And that brings me to another venereal disease, which is monkeypox, which started in the underground gay pop scene and clubs in Europe, particularly France and Germany
England.
and
And
Russia
England,
and England. Yes, sir.
And
And
it's
then,
come here.
like it always does, it starts in PC community, and then they make sure that they bring it hot and slapping into our community, because they
Right.
always send some of their lowly bed wenches,
And
reverse
it's
bed
called
wenches
and
down.
it's called chemsex, where there's a combination of drugs they take so they
Yes,
can
sir.
screw and dance for up to 3-4 days without sleeping. Now, guess what? Both the Black women as well as the Black men that have to sleep interracially gay with, do you know that they are required to do meth? So now we have a meth epidemic. I know in Southern California and in Florida, you've got Negroes on ice. A lot of them are gay. They get hooked on that because they think they're just going to get to have some white flesh and get a few dollars. And the person says, oh, no, you can't just come here and screw. The word is called party and play. The party is using these very addictive, dangerous drugs, and the play is the screwing. And so this is all up and down the East Coast. I'm telling you, you're going to see a bumper crop of dead, sexually deviant Black people all over the country, many of them young, male and female. And see, a lot of sisters want to run with and lay down with Brad. They want to lay down with Thomas Jefferson Jr.
Intersexuality.
And well, fine, but what ultimately happens, you get with them, they want to put little drugs inside. You know, let me put this up your asshole to keep it loose.
Well,
you know?
hold on with that. Hold on. This is what I want to do. Let's add this here. Something that needs
With the
to make
HIV thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. All right. This is a clip from a guy that he portrays himself to be heterosexual, but a rapper at that. But he just came out. He said, you know, listen, I'm not gonna play with y'all. This is what it is. So check it out. Mute your mics, y'all. I got echoes.
In the situation though, so look, for people who have no, talking about. So he was a young rising star.
I'll explain it, nigga. This is my story.
Yeah,
so look,
facts.
Yeah, check it out. So about like 4 or 5 years ago, I had relations with a young man, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
No Diddy.
No, nigga. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. This shit is real. Anyways, so it's about like 4 or 5 years ago, right? So like everybody, everybody knew at least like all my niggas and shit. Like they all knew, like, but nobody get no because like who the fuck gonna do something to me?
Yeah.
And I was still putting it not in there. So everybody was like, like the pictures and shit, they been around type shit. But like as soon as my shit started going viral, and I got to name somebody else, a little shorty leaked them. So my brother, bitch. So look, no, I mean I wouldn't even trip it down because like I said, I ain't really getting up for it happened just in time.
Nigga, I ain't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
Now I bring that because I can play the rest of this, but just listening to him is very annoying. You can just hear the ignorance in them. But these are the guys. Again, this guy, he said they leaked the information. So again,
well, his asshole leaks.
Well, this is another guy who walks around and portrays himself as a heterosexual male.
But that's why I call it dick hop music.
Correct, sir. And these are the unassuming. I can't even say that women are victims of this illusion of a heterosexual male. But you couldn't tell, and even a dude. Look at the dude that's sitting in there. He didn't know he was heterosexual. So now this shit is crazy because this guy goes in and out of coochie to booty on a regular basis. He in and out. Pause. You know. So this is the situation, and then you're wondering how it's getting transmitted. You know.
Hell no, there's not.
Everybody,
come on,
listen, man. All right, so you made a decision, right?
Yeah.
So when you made that decision, did you like your experience? Would you do it again?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
That was a great question.
What?
The pussy was head. Friend, what?
I question everybody at that table.
There you go.
I question everybody at that table.
Yeah, now it's time to keep it 100. Go there, Twiz.
I question everybody at that table because when the moment he came out and said he had experienced a little boy, if it wasn't no mic drop moment and everybody stood the fuck up and been like, what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Everybody there got excited and it's like they want to hear the story. And to me, it seemed like they want to hear the graphics and the explicits and they want to hear how everything went down.
No,
you know what I mean?
They want to screw him.
That's disgusting. That's what I'm saying. They all excited by this shit.
He does now. They want to try it.
Yeah, they all lined up right now. They probably had a party way after that. But like I said, I question everybody there because a real excuse my language, Dr. Short, out of respect for you, but a real motherfucker, real niggas, when they hear something like that, they gonna mic drop, cut everything, jump up like, nigga, what the fuck you say? He'll be lucky if he walk out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's your partner, if that's somebody who you hang with, you can't even trust this dude now. You're going to be looking at this dude sideways now because you don't know if this nigga admire you or deserve you or not. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got to go. He got to go. Simple as that.
Exactly. And something else, brother. So let's be real. There is a move to destroy the morals of the Black American people like they did with the Hawaiians. Part of how they took the Hawaiians down was with alcohol and gayness. That's how they lost Hawaii, let's be honest. They faggotized those people and they took them down. People need to understand that that is a strategy. In South Africa, the whole mining thing was to homosexualize Black men, to lock them up from women 11 months out of the year. What do you think a man's going to do? You degrade people when you destroy their values, their morals, their culture. You destroy their ability to fight. You want to see a bad army? An army with no discipline, with no rules. Think Black folks are ready for the struggle for reparations? Not the way we are now as a lawless, rogue, out of control people. We deserve it, but in order to get it, we're going to have to be in a position to strong arm it. And we're not there right now. If folk would rather be laid up with people that would infect them instead of getting
their motherfucking money, their MFM, then we've already lost everything. We've already lost.
This is why I had to bring this clip up, gentlemen. I had to bring this clip up because, again, you like Twiz, you could tell some of them cats got turned on in there.
You heard what he said? Can we hear what he said? How did you like it? Nigga.
Man.
That you might as well just say, nigga, you the same way.
It's time
Ain't
to
nothing
wrap
about
this.
a man that turned on.
Come on, man. It's time to wrap. It's time to wrap this shit up when they come out like that. I got
They're using hip hop and this stuff to destroy us, to promote degeneracy. And they're even using the churches. One good news thing that happened in the last day or two is the entire African affiliate of the United Methodist Church in Ivory Coast has cut off relations with the American United Methodist Church, which has basically said rainbow and fruit booty and Skittles and studs is all perfect. God likes it.
Right.
We're at war for our moral, ethical survival. If you lose your soul, you've lost everything else. These bastards are paid attention to because a lot of people, and particularly younger people, have been told, if you've got money and a big car, you've made it. You can do whatever you want. That's the life that Diddy has been promoting. You can screw all you want. You can screw who you want as much as you want. All they've pushed is hedonism on our people to destroy us. And I would say to anyone, has this happened before? Well, I can point to the Bible. Go back to the book of Daniel 2 and 3 and look at how the Hebrew boys, black boys, were sent to the university and they wanted to pervert them. How they did what they did, all of that, and they refused. We've been told to just go along to get along with people who hate our guts. Let people who hate you educate your children, be your doctors, all of that. And we wonder why we're in this situation.
Right.
Watch the TV shows that they make. Go to the nail polish and everything that could be used to build us up or invest. We are depleted. And by the way, when your women are in the gutter, your people are in the gutter, which is why I focus on, if Black women are not on the pedestal as the queens of civilization, then Black people are damned. Black American people are damned. If Black women aren't safe, sanctified, and in an exalted position and protected, if we're not doing that for our women, we're nothing. Patriarchy isn't about dogging women. Patriarchy is about protecting and upholding the sanctity of our real sisters, the mothers and the social engineers that create the culture and the home life for future generations. If women are not protected, if women are not revered, if women are diseased, sterilized, murdered, and shot, and we accept it, we're a sorry ass group of men.
Well, you know what, brother Dr. Short? Again, we are moving closer to listen, we're not moving closer. We're already there, bro. It's full-blown degeneracy on a regular basis. And I can't even, this is why, gentlemen, it is necessary that we begin to take charge and take this shit back, if you understand what I'm talking about. Patriarch Summit, we need y'all in the building, y'all. We need y'all in the building, right? Because a lot of shit, just because you're afraid to get shamed is right. A lot of shit happens when people don't stand their ground. Okay. This whole everybody can be involved shit, a lot of participation trophy type of lifestyles. It's garbage. So now we got a whole bunch of fuck shit going on. You got kids being taught sex education, quote unquote, instead of financial literacy. They prioritize that. telling these young kids in freaking 8th grade that you need to get a dick in your booty.
Actually, you're being kind. They're teaching people in kindergarten to lubricate their rectums to be penetrated. They're learning oral copulation in kindergarten.
This shit is crazy, man.
Especially in California and in Massachusetts and in other places, it's already there. I want to also say to everybody, we do need to, and we need to do a part 2. Could we do that Sunday?
Yeah.
Could we do a part 2 to this? Because we need to. This needs to go. Because I do know we need to talk about this Donald Trump shit. We just have to.
Yeah.
I would love to talk about it. I would love to talk about it as well if you have a few minutes, Dr. Short.
Well, we're going into this. Matter of fact, screw that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Breaking news, goddammit, breaking news. Donald J. Trump has just been convicted, quote unquote, of 34 counts of felony. They say he took the bag. He took the bag, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I think, listen, we want to hear from y'all. First and foremost, let's be very clear and let's make no mistake of it. This is treason by the Democratic Party. I don't care what nobody says. Okay? The first time in history, they have used every piece of apparatus that they had in order to break all the fucking rules. Okay? This is absolute, because they knew it's already seen as a landslide. They had no way of winning. So of course they're gonna pull this nonsense. And now there's articles coming out, y'all, saying, oh, now with the conviction of Donald J. Trump, funds are now raising for the Biden campaign. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. More bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from y'all in the chat. Brother Short, you got to go ahead and cook, sir.
I'm going to open it up to other people, but look, this is how dictatorships around the world deal with stuff. Right. This is very obvious. This is what it is. I mean, President Kennedy got extra pussy. Clinton got extra pussy. Lincoln got extra dick from what it said over not far from where I live at the old soldiers' home. Right. Lots of people. Roosevelt got extra pussy. Nixon, he's probably too strange. You know, a lot of people have been hoes in the White House. This is not new. And Trump seems to be the only person that paid for pussy, or at least is alleged to have paid for pussy. And to me, that's a big chunk of money too. I mean, 15,000 would have been high on my end, frankly. You know that these people, this is a rigged jury. They've been doing everything they could to shut Donald Trump down. They want to keep bringing the illegals in, and in particular, they want to get rid of Black Americans. And trust me, Donald Trump having that rally in Bronx the other day with 30 to 40,000 people showed up with almost no notice. God forbid, had they really put money on it, it would have been maybe 250,000 or more people. It would have been the biggest rally this year. It's all these people of all the different races coming behind Trump because they're sick of what the direction the country is taking. Look at how that conviction follows this thing he did in South Bronx. They have to do something. Frankly, they want to kill him. I'm not saying that people have to love Trump, but if you don't understand, the people that are after Trump are after us. It isn't that Trump is our hero, but Trump is the person that seems to be drawing fire onto himself from people who don't like us, even though he's got a bunch of people around him that are definitely not friendly to us. Some are, but a lot are not. But I preferred the way things were with Trump versus what we have with Biden, especially if you had to go grocery shopping or buy gas, or they're illegals harassing you in the stores and everything. Is insane. This country has gone to hell in 3.5 years, and the people don't like it
There are people who want to make America a third world country with a slave type economy, and they're trying to destroy us. And this guy, love him or hate him, is better than what they want us to have. And Trump has a lot of stuff people don't like. It's repellent, all the stuff you can say, but you can't point to outside the Central Park stuff and how dude was renting apartments, right? You can't point to a whole bunch of anti-Black stuff that Trump did. Biden made a career of it. Did I say Donald Trump is French kissing every Black man and woman and every baby? No, I didn't. But we do know that Donald Trump freed way more Black people, and Biden has jailed more Black people than Hitler had Jews in concentration camps. And we voted for Biden's racist ass. Come on. It's alleged that he got pussy.
Right.
It's alleged. You got a dude that admitted stealing tens of thousands of dollars from Donald Trump. And he's the main witness, a man that openly lies and steals and cheats. He's the source. He's the foundation for the case against Trump. To me, when the person perjures himself, that person, he should be on his way to jail, and his testimony should have been thrown out. They did not want to do that. By the way, that little strange one, the one who came after Trump with the $1 billion fine,
right,
just got in trouble. They're now questioning he got advice from someone that hated Trump to go after Trump. This is rigged. We're used to dirty justice, or should I say, the justice.
Right.
Well, when they're treating a white person like he's a nigger, there's something that they don't like, and there's something we stand to benefit from this person that makes them hate him so much.
Talk that talk. Right.
I'm going to stop right there.
Yeah, listen, I got to say this. Well, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to salute to my brother Next Level in the building for hitting the Cash App. I appreciate you, brother Next Level. On the shop like that. Drop up next time. Salute, brother Next Level. Salute, brother Next Level. Thank you, sir, for contributing to the platform. Always supporting and showing up in the way we need you. Appreciate you, man. But this, I got to hear from the Negro on this. Brother Negro, are you there, sir? Are you there? Tell me the Negro's in the building. He might have fell off. Okay. Damn. But no, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. You know that there's a great potential, ladies and gentlemen, that Black Americans, you might get some backlash for this. Okay? Just because of what the illusion of what the Democratic Party represents or rocks with. Okay? Salute to the over 90 plus in the building with us. Black America, keep your head on a swivel, family. Keep your shit on a swivel. All right. We had a lot of niggas for Trump motion going. Salute the cats that was doing that. I'm not a Trump or Biden guy. I don't give a fuck. Long as we got something to America, that's where I stand. However, there are people who aren't smart enough to see the bullshit. And because that Democratic Party has the reputation of quote unquote being for Black American people, there could be potential backlash. This is why I want to hear from my brother Wolf. I need Wolf to come on the stage. Brother Wolf, if you're free, sir, please come to the kitchen and cook. People need to be prepared for what can happen here. However, Donald Trump, 34 counts of felony, right? In finesse money, supposedly. But again, y'all got to also keep in mind that they rolled that raggedy heifer out. They tried to pull a Cosby on him. One of the only white guys we know to date that they try to pull a Cosby on. Okay? A raggedy chick who said he touched her. Right? And then that shit got thrown out. Okay? Then you got a whore
because he thought she was a broom.
Right. I mean, Listen, when they start treating a white guy like us, that's gotta tell you everything you need to know, Black America. So again, you need to do what you gotta do. Keep your head on the swivel. I want to read some of this article because this is the latest update, family. So let's go ahead, and then I'm gonna go to my brother Twiz. All right, let's get y'all up to speed. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise RL called today's verdict a defeat of Americans. Hold on, I got a little echo going on. Can we get on mute, everybody? Can we go to mute? Let's see, I got a lot of echo. Okay, here we are. They're saying that this may be some defeat of America because one, y'all know what this looks like for us, and then think about it, what it looks on the global stage, family. Think about what this looks like on the global stage. If there's already war, they're already sniffing that blood in the water. Where my man? Where Wolf? I need Wolf in the building. They already sniffing the blood in the water, right? Russia on it. Everybody on it. Okay. Now with this finesse that they're trying to pull here, man, it's up. It's up. But anyhow, let's keep reading. Okay. Who Americans who believe in the critical legal tenet that justice is blind and hip criticism on President Joe Biden, who he said teamed up with District Attorney Alvin Bragg to harm a political opponent. And that's a bubble fact. Okay, let's keep on reading though. This is nothing more than an attempt to interfere with the 2024 election, Skelly said in a statement, adding voters would ultimately settle this on election day. Far as we all seen, family, it's been a fucking landslide throughout the whole country so far. Trump been wiping the floor with this fool. Easy work. Okay? So what you think they gonna pull? But let's keep on reading. Right? House Majority Whip Tom Emmer, RM, offered a similar assessment writing on X alongside a link to Trump's fundraising page that Americans would release their own verdict this November and imploring Americans to unite behind the former president. Let's keep on reading, family. Republican National Committee Political Director James Blair had a call with all 50 GOP state chairs today after the verdict, according to two sources who were on the call. The sources said Blair basically gave them their marching orders as far as post-verdict talking points and messaging. Okay? This is unjust. This will be good for us. We will win. James Blair just did a call with every state chairman. One of the source told NBC News, there is a clear message the RNC wants us to convey. It is an unjust witch hunt. We will appeal and we will win the appeal, guys. We just elected the next president of the United States. Well, that's, it sounds fly and everything. I just look at when I think of stuff, and I'm sure many of you do too, we think of the backlash. We got to consider the backlash, because there are going to be many. The problem we face, family, when people start coming out on some niggas for Trump stuff, okay, or when you have stomped down Democrats that look like us, we kind of get the short end of the stick when you got fuckers like that walking around. Okay, because now people are looking for people to punish for this.
Okay, now, Chef,
yes.
I need to say that there's no such group as Niggas for Trump. Okay. Niggas for Trump was a ploy that Brother Gibson did to attract attention to what was happening to Trump. Right. The group is called Patriots for Trump or American Patriots for Trump. There's no group called Niggas for Trump. I know the person that started it. And so, no, there's no such group. That was to get people's attention. That was for shock value.
Right. Again, even with the shock value, this is where I'm coming from. Even with shock value, there's targeting that ultimately happens when you have a smaller mind of a person. That's the danger in certain things. However, we are dealing with a new type of quote unquote justice or democracy here, ladies and gentlemen, at least for surface level shit. Because as far as I'm concerned, this has always been a dictatorship and people are playing tag. Okay, you're it. You can get to run this shit this time. Matter of fact, you got it the next 4 years. That's, it's been dictatorship. However, here, you got some people who are getting very greedy. Okay, this time the Democrats have gotten very greedy because, family, I want y'all to be aware, while Diddy and all this shit with Diddy has been coming out, right? Or we talking about Busta Rhymes and all this other shit. Well, let me bring something up to speed for you. Just last week, NATO has joined the fight in Russia, which means now, inadvertently, the United States is now at war with Russia. Okay? So while they're telling us to look the other way, these are the fuckboy things that they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And just to kind of expedite things a little bit more for this Democratic Party, they're coming through with the whole they're coming through with the fucking let's put Trump in jail thing. We're dealing with a lot right now, family. We're dealing with a lot. So I just want everybody to be prepared, man. Let me read some more on this. Let me bring my brother Twiz back up. It's getting real. The former president's nieces, Mary Trump, claimed that the Manhattan guilty verdict stunned her uncle and could be a death knell for his political career. All right, that sounds like cap. He never saw this coming. He never in a billion years thought this would happen, Mary Trump said on her podcast on YouTube. I think this is the death nail. I'm not guaranteeing it, of course, but I think that's a reasonable hope at this point. Reasonable hope. Interesting. Trump's niece, a long-time critic of her uncle, also said the MAGA movement suffered a significant blow. Who needs enemies when you got your family? Talk to me, family, in the chat. Who needs enemies when you got your family trying to get you up out the paint? She's the first one on the horn. This is niece. Ain't this some shit here? Wow. So let's keep on going, okay? Once Donald Trump is displaced, once Donald is displaced, MAGA's over, she said. I used to think that Trumpism would survive without Trump. Well, would survive without Trump. I'm not so sure anymore. One, there's nobody to replace him. Two, he's just causing way too much damage to his image. Ain't that some family for you? Let's keep on going, though. Drawing on the cover of the next week's issue of the New Yorker, titled A Man of Conviction, and created by the artist John, showing the former president being handcuffed while wearing his trademark red tie. All right, this is just goofy shit. Nobody cares about that. While Republicans, office holders are rushing to defend Trump after his conviction, his primary rivals in 2023 and early 2024 warned about the possibility that this would happen in the middle of the general election. If Donald Trump is the nominee, the election will revolve around all these legal issues, his trials, perhaps convictions if he goes to trial and loses there, and about things like January 6th. Florida Governor Ron had this said on a CNN town hall. Nobody, listen. How many of you? I want to touch on that, and then Brother Short, I'm gonna go to you. And I hope the need goes back. But January 6th, ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all still look at this as an attack on America? I don't look at it that way. I look, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. For the first time in a long time, okay? I used to, like many of y'all, I thought to myself, man, why the hell is there a black guy out there with all those white folks? Why are there Asians out there with all them white folks? I mean, Brother Short, what are you? January 6th, Brother Short. I mean, you know.
Well, I was there at January 6th. I just didn't go in. That's something that was taken off of my YouTube. I went there to observe, and that thing was infiltrated. And so we don't really know what happened January 6th. I have video where a bus nearly almost hit and crushed us in the car we were in. These were buses with the windows blacked out. There's 2 or 3 buses that were escorted by the police all the way down 8th Street and to like 13th or 14th Street and taken out of town. I can put you in touch with the white lady that's in the car with. Those windows were blackened so people couldn't see. There's a lot that we don't know about January 6th, and it's been hidden. And if you recall, they've been asking questions and people have refused to comply. So I absolutely, I was there. There were people, I had a automatic weapon pointed at me from a rooftop of a government building on the 6th of January. And I wasn't even on the Capitol grounds. They had all the personnel there if they want to snipe or shut that stuff down. But let me remind you, the mayor of Washington, D.C., along with Nancy Pelosi and others, refused. They blocked. Trump literally put an order for there to be National Guardsmen to protect the Capitol. It was refused by the mayor of D.C. They refused it. If you saw the video that I had, my comment about 9:30, 10:30 in the morning on January 6, 2021, the expression I used was thin screw line. Having gone up to the Capitol since I was like 4 years old, I've never seen so few police for an important event in my life. This doesn't make any sense. There's so few. Even the police looked scared before anything happened. So why didn't the National Guard get to come and help out? Why isn't that repeated more often, that Trump put it in to make certain that the Capitol was protected? Because it takes away the narrative that he's trying to overthrow the government.
There we go. I like that. See again, they gotta die on that sword as him being the quote unquote villain of this whole thing, ladies. Let's read some more though, family. Can we read some more? I think we will. We're going to lose if voters are making a decision based on that. We don't want to be a referendum on these issues. DeSantis defended Trump on X after the verdict and attacked the prosecution and the court as captive to a political agenda. Get the fuck out. Anyway, let me keep reading. In February, former U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley on NBC, there is no way that American people are going to vote for a convicted criminal. Look at their propaganda at its best. You gotta love it, y'all. Let's keep on reading here, though. Okay. Trump's motorcade was seen stuck in traffic on the FDR Drive after it left court in Manhattan following the historic verdicts. Helicopter video from NBC New York showed the vehicle stuck in traffic, which will not be a surprise to the drivers in the Big Apple. The motorcade later arrived at Trump Tower. Okay, so let's keep on reading a little bit more here. See what's happening. Okay. Trump is back at his namesake skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan. He just waved to the crowd and raised his fist in the air. The crowd appeared to be made up of mixed supporters and detractors. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. What company is this? Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go back down, y'all. What company is? Oh, NBC with the bullshit. Gotcha, y'all. Gotcha. NBC with the bullshit as usual. You can always count on NBC, right? Anyhow, let's continue reading. Supporters and detractors, including some people who were shouting guilty and booking him. They had the crisis actors out there. Okay, let's keep on going. Senator John Cornyn of Texas, who is running to succeed Senator Mitch McConnell as the Senate Republican leader, condemned today's verdict in a statement on X. This verdict is a disgrace, and this trial should have never happened, Cornyn said before he called on Republicans to rally around Trump to reclaim the White House and the Senate. The real verdict will be election day, he added. Well, we all know, family, we all know that it's still very much so up right now. It's still a landslide. And actually, to some degree, yeah, with this know it, you might as well just say Donald Trump is the president right now. That just made it easy. Because we're looking, I gotta say this to you, brother Dr. Short. Let me see if my brother Twizzle is in here. Has it now turned into a situation where Donald Trump reflects maybe the potential of keeping the integrity of what this country should be as far as democracy now by him, somehow coming out of this thing, the president? What's your thoughts on that, sir? Oh, you're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
I think whatever it is, they prefer Biden brain dead to Donald Trump, no matter what it is. The people who want to privatize and have digital currency and take all of our money don't want Trump. There's something that he's not willing to do in service of them that makes him unacceptable. And whatever it is, it's probably very serious. He's showing some morality and some backbone. Biden is completely sold out. I mean, come on, you have a president who rapes his own daughter. The daughter says so, and it's not a news story.
Right.
And everybody talks about what a family person. You got Joe Biden on The View talked about Trump. Bitch, where were you when he was taking showers with the daughter?
Come on.
I mean, we're voting for a person that can't keep his hands off of children. In fact, you know what my joke is, don't you? Let me just share it. What is the inflation that Joe Biden hates? What kind of inflation does he want to get rid of?
What kind of inflation he wants to get rid of, family in the chat? Because you got me stumped right now. Selective outrage. Salute that.
Okay. Well, let me answer. The inflation that Joe Biden hates and wants to get rid of is the age of consent. That's the only inflation he cares about. If we starve, what difference does it make to him? He's dirty. I hope he didn't molest his son. All these drugs and strange behavior of Hunter and how he protects him. What secrets does he have where the father's so afraid of the son who's rogue like this? Because if his son ever said, my dad used to boink me, the race is over. They'll forgive them for screwing their daughters. A lot of folks screw their daughters in certain ethnic communities. But you screwed your son, that would be too much. And so I'm going to ask it out loud. I wonder if Joe Biden had sex with Hunter Biden. I wonder. That would explain the drugs and him not just. There's something dirty and filthy in that family. Trust me, if Donald Trump, if they had something in writing that he had screwed Ivanka or Ivana Trump, man, that would have been everywhere. We would have been bombarded. It just happened where now they're they had to get this conviction on Trump because now Hunter Biden goes to trial in Delaware and they're about to show that laptop with him having sex with the kids, his penis and M&Ms, him doing drugs. Everybody that was telling people like me that we're liars, we're conspiracy theorists. I mean, you're just an asshole. You want people to die from COVID. And I'm saying, no, I got to see some of what's on the laptop. And by the way, I hope that girl that looked like one of the Obama daughters wasn't her that he was screwing on the laptop.
Right. Man, this is... Let me read some more, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read some more over here. Shit, this is crazy. We're in a different time, family. We are in a different time. First, what they gonna say? First black no, we can't say that, right? First black. You know how they like to roll that shit out, particularly that Democratic media apparatus. First black.
Well, he's the first ghetto fabulous president.
Right. Let me see. Let's read this here. Chris Levitta, a top official on Trump's campaign, said former GOP Maryland Governor Larry Hogan's campaign for the Senate is ended after Hogan called for Americans to respect the verdict in the legal process. Get that bullshit out of here.
You know, I'm falling asleep. I'm going to have to go. We need to do a part 2 so you guys can keep it going.
No, I got to get up out of here myself, but it's good that we touched on this. And, I definitely wanted to just bring that to y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes out on what's unfolding with this thing here. It's going to be up to you to really keep your head on the swivel with it all. But, brother Twiz, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah. Let me know how to
kick me out. StreamYard kicked me out twice, bro. So I had to, redo everything all over again. So I see what Dr. Short talking about.
Nah, we're really having issues with the system, sir. It's really, really bad right now. I don't know how it's gonna get any better, but salute to everybody.
Those cats, Dr. Shorts. I like those cats. But yeah, you can get me. You can find me Twizzle Westside on Twitter and Twizzle Westside on IG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people, friends, and family and folks who showed up with us tonight. We appreciate all y'all. We appreciate your support, So I'll catch y'all on the next Pet Talk Sunday, Peace, Dr. Short. Peace, Brother Q. And peace, Negro. You know what I'm saying? Jeff, catch you on the next one, pimp.
You already know. Brother Short, let them know how they can get a hold of you. The rest of the things we got coming down the pipeline.
Well, they can always email me, wrandyshort@gmail.com. which is also my donation link for Zelle or PayPal. Eventually, we will have a mail thing. In addition to that, people can always do that. My Facebook accounts, they've been bothering. They took one of my accounts away.
We're doing good, sir. You're on a track. You're on a roll right
now.
So
don't try Facebook. Email me is the best way until they take the email away. And Chef C, you and I both know every time you send me a StreamYard link, it disappears. I have to constantly check with you whether you sent it or not.
No, we're really doing good, sir. We're really doing good.
Yeah, we're pissing somebody off, so let's keep doing it. So you can email me, and of course, we have a GoFundMe, both Chef and I doing it. We do need to get soon. We need to pull up $1,000. I think I've gotten about 300. We would like, and so I had to do half. So I need to at least try to pull up 500 so I can pass that to Chef and we can secure the place And then we still are going to have to do printing and other stuff. But so if you can, we need sponsors, male and female. And I want to make an announcement. Sister Miriam and other people I know will be having a WASI auxiliary for the patriarchs, because we want cooperation and consultation with our sisters. We're not going to get anywhere hamstringing Black women. That's just damn ass stupid. And that's not where we're coming from. We have a very good GoFundMe that went out with the announcements. Give what you can. If you can't give it now, share it. Share all our videos with everyone, in particular people that you consider to be asinine. I really love when people tell me, I sent your video to a friend and they stopped talking to me. Says, well, they weren't your friend. Anybody that you can't stand, send them my videos. If you know some feminists, send them my videos. It just will make me feel good. To just think, in fact, notice, we're so on, they won't even come after us because they can't beat us. When patriarchs stand up, feminists bow down. And on top of that, just remember the Cash App is Dr. Randy Short, Dr. Randy Short, RANDYSHORT. Again, $ Dr. Randy Short, $ Dr. Randy Short. And my Patreon is Dr. Randy Short. So, you know, maybe you can put $2 a month, because I've got 2,030 followers on just one of my pages. You realize if each of them gave like $3, we could really do some damage. There's a lot of stuff coming up. And I want to tell everybody, I'm going to put out an announcement. We're going to be having a conversation with the presidential candidate. A presidential candidate reached out to Pat Talk. It's not Cornel West, for all the people that want me to be interested in Cornel West, but Randall Terry, an anti-LGBTQ and anti-abortion activist. We will be having a conversation with what Black people want from a presidential candidate on Thursday, a week from today, from 8 p.m. until. I'm going to circulate the number. I'm going to circulate the Zoom link, and we want everybody to come. If you've got platforms, we want everybody in, because we need to be talking about an anti-Black crime bill, reparations, Black farmers. We want the illegals deported. Think of the blackest stuff you can ask for and show up. And it's true, dude doesn't have a snowball's chance of winning, but it will rock the world that when Black folk here start talking to people running for office, we say what we mean and we mean what we say. Trust me, if this is popular and big enough and y'all get the word out that we're going to be talking to a third-party candidate, it's going to scare the hell out of the Biden people, and it's going to also bother the Trump people. To me, I like Trump, but I haven't heard about reparations. I haven't heard about an anti-Black crime bill. I haven't heard some things about Black farmers. I haven't heard about Black veterans. I don't see a Black agenda that's been neatly composed and presented to us. We must make our own agenda and make everybody know we want our motherfucking money. We want justice. We want freedom. We want it now. And don't talk to us unless you're bringing something. Okay? You don't go to a potluck and just eat. That's what white and Democrat and other politicians have just come, like they're going, and all they do is they're parasites that take. If you want more information, you can email me. I will make certain that you have it. I'll make certain that I send it out to Chef and the other people. We're going to, so the patriarchs, we're now meeting with people, and I told the vice presidential candidate, I'm on reparations, and y'all asses need to be on reparations if you think you're going to get our attention. Even if the candidate has no traction, the fact that he's got the word reparations in his mouth, will be instructive to everybody else. We've got to put reparations in their vocabulary, that we want our damn money, we want justice, this is our country. And if they can help 15 million illegals, not to mention the other 20 to 30 million that were here before, then they can help 50 million of us who built this country, if not 70 million of us. So we'll be sending something out on that. I want to remind people on Saturday, yes, we will be continuing our series on racism. In Christianity, I will be talking about oppression and how God hates people who mess over us. That will be our topic for Assault Ministry. I may do this book, Tip of the Spear. I want to finish it. Just had a lot of stuff go on. So the books are back. And I want to let you know why she speaks now that I've got Sister Miriam. We're going to be doing programming specifically for and about Black women. MFM, everybody. In fact, we also challenge Black women when they get power, and they should be pulling up Black men the same way we want to raise up Black women. That's my big problem with traitors, sellout, demaholes, is that they only help a few, all these mayors and such. We must, as Black men, we've got to create the leadership in Black women we want to see, partnering with righteous Black women that know what time it is. And share this with everyone. And yes, patriarchs, where else are you going to hear people hold folks accountable for spreading diseases to us? We're talking about stuff most people run from. If you want to get your story told, if you want people that stand, you should support us. My Cash App should at least pull in $60 tonight. Although I've seen other people who don't do anything near the quality of what we do, and they get hundreds, if not thousands. I'm not weaning. I'm just saying, my people, we get what we pay for. We get what we pay for. We get what we pay for. If we continue to divest in our own freedom, then we're investing in our own genocide. Are you a divester in Black freedom? Are you an agent of slow Black genocide? Do you spend $40, $50 a week on cigarettes, but couldn't give us $5? Do you spend $1,000 a month to get your hair done, and yet you're worried about your rights or your children? We need a revolution in values. I want to remind everybody that that film, Microphone Check, which I helped to inspire significantly, in particular the Black migrational theme in there. Thank Brother Tariq, it's a great film. Check it out if they open it back up. We also want you to support On Their Necks. We want you to support From the Soil Films. We want you to support Lone Wolf Firearms. We want you to support Let's Talk Too. We want you to support the Negro Knights. It's a group of us, Brother Twizzle. It's not just one or two. I may talk a lot, but I know a lot. So I'm going to stop here. But I just want to say to everybody, your support, a handful of people can make a difference. Trust me. The minute that patriarchy, and we're talking about virtuous, righteous patriarchy, the minute we launch this, it's going to have an impact around the world. I want to do a shout out to Sister Black Rose, shout out to Claude Noble, shout out to everybody, and particularly Star Thompson, who's moderating, and they're one of the big contributors. And
absolutely.
Everybody can do quiet scales. Everybody can do something. If you can't give, you can share, you can like, you can do something. We will not get this alone. We need a critical mass of people. We need a critical mass of money. Help us. People say, y'all need to do something other than just talk. Well, damn it. We want to do something other than just talk. And once we get through, before we even get to the Black Patriarch Summit, we have a meeting the next week or so to start talking to Black farmers about doing what we can do to eliminate food deserts.
Right.
It's a project we start doing this with almost nothing. It is a crime that people like me go begging and folks who are lavish, who just are talkers and business people, we've got to become serious about who we help. Or shut the fuck up when you don't like the situation that people are in. Real talk. Let me stop here. Other people need to speak. I'm going to mute myself. And
Well,
God bless all you, Brother Twizzle, and everybody. You know, we will overcome because patriarchs are overcomers. And if God is for us, nobody, not even pink people, can be against us.
That's a fact. Well, you know what? I want to say this, you know, gentlemen and ladies, we always thank you and supporting us like y'all do, man. The viewership is important. The likes are important. Over 90 plus people in here. So we need to definitely get the likes up. I think I only got like 10 likes, y'all. 90 plus in here and only 10 likes. Definitely like the program, ladies and gentlemen. We need y'all support in that way. If you can't do that, hit the Cash App, $ FTS49. But we will look forward to seeing all of y'all hopefully in the future. Ladies, and there we go. My brother Q is back. Okay, Q. We get ready to shut it down though, brother. But as always, man, let the folks know how they can get a hold of you, what you got coming down the pipeline. We will crank this back up for Sunday for part 2. So you got the floor, brother Q.
I could be reached at ltalk5600@gmail.com. I got a couple of things on the horizon. I'm in the process. Number one, on a personal note, I'm in the process of moving. So if the content is not up to everyone's liking, just have some forbearance with me and some patience with me, because once the move happens, it actually will be better for what we're trying to do as far as me with more space. I don't really have nothing on the horizon that I know of, but it will be some things within the next couple days. And, you know, I just hope that everybody tunes in on Sunday and really be vigilant with this verdict and understand that it affects you. That's it.
My fault. Can you hear me? There we go. All right.
I can hear you.
No, yeah, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really want to encourage everybody to be diligent going into the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, because don't be confused. There are some people outraged and looking to take advantage of this, and you may be, you know, a person who catches a stray unnecessary, right? So just just keep your head on a swivel, family, for real. You know, take care of your family. Make sure y'all ready to do what we got to do. And again, like I said, NATO, the United States has initiated war with Russia, y'all. There is some shit going on right now that your media is not sharing with you. Your mainstream media is not telling y'all what's going on. And then now Trump may be potentially going to jail. Y'all, just listen here, man. Shit is getting real. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I always want to thank all y'all for coming through. If you're catching the replay, definitely hit the Cash App. Don't hesitate to support the program. Hit the Cash App, $FTS49, ladies and gentlemen. Also, if you're looking to cop some of that merch, definitely cop the merch. I always encourage you to do that, family. You know, it's very good on the platform. You know, right here, if you haven't seen it, it is Black American Heritage apron. You can get from Put On, right? From the Put On section, from the soil.tv, and go ahead and cop yours, or you can get your Converse. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is my man Dion D. Jenkins for president. Also another candidate here, ladies and gentlemen. He's a Black American. running on the reparations platform. So everybody, I want to salute all of y'all for tapping in with us here today, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C. This was Pat Talk 24, my brother Q, and I'm checking out.